Moore approaches his question with a comparative-historical method. He reads long social processes across time, tracing sequences rather than isolating single events. His causal logic is sequential. Agrarian change precedes shifts in social power, which create openings for new political alignments. To show how pathways differ, Moore juxtaposes multiple cases and follows causal chains. Landholding patterns change, class positions shift, coalitions form or fail, and crises convert those configurations into durable regimes. The method privileges thick description and process tracing over formal models or statistical generalization. It is a method built to explain how rather than to predict if. At the heart of Moore's analysis are a small set of social actors whose relative strength and relation to land shape politics. First, the landed aristocracy, families and estates rooted in property and local authority, whose interests often center on maintaining social hierarchy and control over rural labor. Second, the bourgeoisie, merchant and industrial classes whose economic independence gives them an interest in legal protections, markets, and political representation. Third, the peasantry, a mass of rural producers whose organization, livelihoods, and capacity for mobilization vary widely. Finally, the state or bureaucratic apparatus mediates extraction, security, and the capacity to enforce social order. Its expansion or weakness matters decisively in Moore's sequences. Moore's typology of agrarian systems is another analytic cornerstone. He distinguishes commercialized agriculture, in which land is reorganized for market production and peasants become wage laborers or independent smallholders, from labor-repressive systems, where landlords retain coercive control over rural labor through forced labor, rents, or tied tenancy. A third dynamic is peasant dispossession, where communal or smallhold forms are broken apart by enclosure, monetization, or market pressure, dispersing rural populations into towns or wage labor. These agrarian configurations determine the size and cohesion of peasant forces, the room for bourgeois expansion, and the incentives for landed elites to accommodate or repress change. Read together: method, actors, and agrarian types. Moore's toolkit lets us trace why seemingly similar economic growth can feed very different political outcomes. It's a framework tuned to sequence, scale, and social positioning, the order in which social transformations occur, who benefits, and who is mobilized when change becomes political.